Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. Today we're going to discuss EMT conduit reamers. The one at the top is Klein version of their conduit reamer, model number 85191. Keep in mind that this is one of their older models. You can tell by the handle and also the logo writing on the handle. Their newer version, they didn't change anything as far as the conduit, the reamer part, or the plastic here. They just changed the handle. They made it more of a softer handle. That was their version of their revised version of the conduit reamer. This model by Klein. Well, I should say I've had this reamer for maybe nearly I guess 20 years probably. I guess if maybe a little bit less, but for sure about 15 years. No less than 15 years I've had this reamer, and I mean, it's still a good reamer. Don't get me wrong, and I haven't had any trouble out of it. It performed well, and it still performed well. But this is a nice reamer. It has a lot of good features on it. One of them is it has a screwdriver at the head here. For those of you who didn't know, that's if you're like tightening up fittings, LBs, LCs, anything like that, or just fitting conduit fittings, threaded fittings. That's something to use that you don't have to run back down and get a screwdriver. It's kind of like an all-in-one, and I think that was a good feature, and it still works to this day. Sometimes I forget that I do have this screwdriver in here, and I still reach for my flathead, or some of you may call this common screwdriver, but I call it flathead. I still reach for my flathead to tighten up my fitting. But if I can remember it sometime, I'll just go on and use this. And it does work. Now, the bottom here is Milwaukee's version of their conduit reamer. This came out, I don't know exactly how long, but I've had it for a few months now. And they came out with their version, and it's a really nice version. I haven't used it yet because I'm still using this one here. So I haven't had any reason to pull this one out to use it because, sometimes you lose tools and you have to go back to another one. But I gotta keep up. For the most part, I keep up with all of my tools. Well, anyway, their version of it, of the conduit reamer, as you see, it seems to be a little bit larger than the Klein. Also has this fitting comes out here. It's hollow in there. This serves as a nut driver also. You have a flat or common tip right here. You slip it, you switch it around. What is this? XC. Man, it keeps escapes me. But anyway, you have this you have this tip that looks like a common with the almost like a Robinson in the middle. And same on that side. It's like a number 2 here. Just like a number 2. It's probably a number 1 right here on this side. And it also acts as a nut driver here. And the same goes on this side. But you get a number 2 Phillip here. And on this side you get a common. I think that's a really nice feature as well as a nut driver. So you get not only you get a 1/2 inch reamer, 3/4 inch reamer, and a 1 inch reamer. You also get a part here, like if you're working up high, you can tie a safety harness onto it. And, so if you drop it, it won't fall and injure anyone. I think that's a good feature. Also, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This nut driver 5. This nut driver 6, 7. That's 8, 9, and 10, 11. You have 11 features that you can, extra features that you can use the screwdriver for besides just this. Whereas the Klein, you only have 1. And that would be this common tip right here. Now, the Klein costs much more than this Milwaukee. And I still think the Klein is a reputable tool, but you get more bang for the buck when you're using or when you're purchasing the Milwaukee. Now, this won't be a very long video. It's not anything too much I can really talk about reamers, but if I had to choose out of the two, I would have to choose the Milwaukee. Not only does it do what the Klein does, it does extra more than what the Klein does. Plus, I like the fact I like the price. It's much cheaper, and I like the fact, like the size of the handle. This is let me raise the camera just a little, and you guys can see. The handle is much bigger, much larger, and I do have large hands, and it fits really nice in my hand. I like that part. Sorry about I don't have any Conduit here, but you guys know how to use it. I'm sure you guys know how to use a Conduit reamer. But anyway, this just seems to be much more. As you see, this is much larger than the Klein. They are about what I guess, until you add the screwdriver, this nut driver here, and I guess you can say that they're about what. Because if I were to add this on here, it'd be just the same. So yeah, they're about what, except this extension make it look much taller. But it does look beefier around this area right here. So I'm looking at, could this be that got to be a 1/2 inch, 3/4. Okay, got to be a 1 inch. They don't have any markings on here, neither does a Klein. But, once you put it inside the Conduit, you'll know. But that's what it is, 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1 inch. Both of them are nice, but, either one, if you find either one that's it's really cheap, you get either one. But if this is your first time purchasing one and you need the one, I recommend the Milwaukee. I do out of this one. Klein had hadn't changed their design except for the grip in a long time, so I guess they're satisfied with it. They may change it up now since they see what Milwaukee has come out with this here. But back then, Klein didn't really have any competition except companies like Greenlee, Ideal, and for the most part, the only thing Ideal had added to theirs was like a wire bender, and I think the Klein, wire bender that you could, I guess, put in here and bend the wire. That was the only thing that Ideal did, and plus at the top, I think there was some kind of wire nut tightener, which I never used it. I mean, I don't have any, but can't see myself using that. Anyway, but this one is really nice. Milwaukee hit the lot. They're known for a lot of power tools back in the days, but they have since stepped the game up and got into the hand tool market, and they seem like they haven't looked back. So I find myself when I do go hunt for tools, I always look for. I do look at a Klein, but I always find myself looking at Milwaukee because Milwaukee, they have stepped the game up, and they've been making a lot of quality tools, and the price is right. And so, I find my tool bag. I don't have as many Klein tools as I used to. Not saying that Klein is a terrible brand, because they're not, but I do like Milwaukee. I really do, and the price is right. They are thinking about the people who are purchasing the tools. As electricians, we make a good bit of money, a decent amount of money if you're good. And sometimes clients seem like they be trying to take all of that money that you make or whatever. But Milwaukee seems to kind of look out for the next the electrician, and I do appreciate that. So in my bag, I do have a lot of Milwaukee, and I do still have some Klein, but I think I don't have as many Kleins as I used to. Tools. I do have a variety of tools. But anyway, my pick out of the two here is the Milwaukee. Klein is still good, but Milwaukee is my choice. As far as the weight-wise is concerned, let me check this out and see. That's the metal. Let me see, honey. Let me see the weight. Here's the Klein. That's 8 ounces. 8 ounces for the Klein. Okay. That's 10.6 ounces. Let me take this out and see. Still 9.9 ounces. So, you know, this is much, you know, it's just nice, all around nice. Anyway, guys, not to hold you any longer. The Milwaukee wins out of the two. Klein, if you have one of these, keep it. If it's still in good shape, keep it. But if you're the first time buying one, I will go with the Milwaukee. I'm not working for Milwaukee. They're not endorsing me in any kind of way. I'm just telling you guys that which one I would pick, and that's just my opinion, my unbiased opinion. Guys, you take care. Enjoy your weekend. And until next time, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, leave a comment if you choose to. I really appreciate it. And you take care, and I'm out.